And here we go. Again, welcome to your Microburst. I am Katie. Thank you so much for joining me. We're just going to start a nice little march, a walk in place, something that feels good to get your body moving. Drop your shoulders down, shake off whatever happened right before this, anything you've got going on later today. I invite you to be fully present with me in the next 15 minutes or so. Let's get those arms pumping. Let's relax our face. Maybe take a little nice smile because we're just moving. These are 15 minutes of feel good only moves, vibes, exercises, whatever you need it to be. Go ahead, take your feet a little bit wider. Give me a little bend in your knees. And we're gonna go for a swim. Circling those arms forward, kind of waking up your rotator cuff. As we work throughout the day, everything just gets so tense. So please, no tension allowed. At least in the next few minutes, right? Good, keep a nice little bend in your knees. And go ahead, circle it back. Go ahead, bring some awareness to your core. So we're drawing that belly button in toward the spine. Just enough so we can feel a little bit of support here. Perfect, maybe a little hinge forward at the hip. That's gonna heat up your core just a little bit more. Again, try to relax your jaw, your face. Nothing that we will do in the next 15 minutes should break you, defeat you, make you feel anything other than good. Shake that out, please. We're gonna keep the feet where they are, about hip width apart, and we're just gonna wake up those feet, those ankles, those calf muscles with some calf raises. So we lift up to our tiptoes and come right back down. Okay, maybe wiggle the toes when you come back down. Maybe feel the backs of those legs turning on a little bit more. Please, at any time, if balance is not always your best friend, situate yourself closer to a wall. Hold on to it as needed. Like for right here example, we're gonna take a balance on our right leg. Square your hips forward so they're nice and even. Left leg, swing it front, swing it back. So nice and easy. We're going to try and keep that leg as straight as we can. And here, we're heating up those hip flexors with a stretch back and the hamstrings as we reach forward. Hello. And if you haven't met my friend Joey, this is my little fur baby. And he's very helpful if you can't tell. Switch legs, so balance on that left side. Right leg is gonna take a kick forward and back. Again, hips are square. When you kick forward, your toes are forward. When you kick back, your toes are straight down. Good, keep your chest lifted. Any opportunity that you have to shake out your hip flexors, take it. They get so tight when we're sitting, driving, really anything. So try to just lengthen them out. All these muscles are right here that we scrunch up when we're seated. From here, we're just gonna take a little step touch and we're gonna chat just for a second. What I have for you for the rest of our time together, we're gonna do some intervals. There's gonna be a little like siren if you can't hear it. Do not be alarmed. That's mostly for me to tell me, hey, Katie, it's been 30 seconds, we're gonna do a new move. So we have 4 moves that we're gonna go through 3 times, and that's it today. 30 seconds each. Our first move, it's gonna be back to that march, but it'll be a little bit bigger, a little bit more purposeful than we did it in our warm-up. Second move is a jumping jack, out and in. If you don't jump, you step, but I want you to make sure your arms are reaching up nice and big, so like no T-Rex arms. Everything is way too big for the next 15 minutes. Flamingos, we're gonna take one side at a time. You'll find your balance, lift your leg up, and then you're gonna shift it back into kind of like a warrior 3 balance, but we'll move through that. Our final move, we're gonna take a squat walk, 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. But first, we gotta get rolling with our march. Join me here for 30 seconds. Your core's engaged, your shoulders are right on top of your hips. You're gonna get your heart rate up just a little bit here. All of this movement that we do right now in the next few minutes, it's going to make you so much more productive and more focused for the rest of your day. So thank you for that. And you can tell your coworkers you're welcome for that. Okay, let's take it into that jack. So you're either stepping out and in, take your time. They're 30 seconds. I don't tell you to do 10 or 12 or 15 reps for a reason. You take whatever you can get in the 30-second period. So just do your best, just keep moving. If you have any kind of shoulder issues, Just come up to shoulder height with those arms. You don't have to reach all the way up overhead, but lengthen out through those fingers. Lots of options. Okay, balance, stability. Let's balance on that right leg first. Flamingo, you're gonna lift that left leg up, find your balance. Now shift it back, square off your hips. Balance again. Core nice and strong here. We lift up, we shoot it back. Hips stay level. I'm gonna keep that left foot flexed. Perfect. And again, if you need to hold on to something for balance, do it. Do it feels good, do it feels right. Maybe you make the range of motion a little bit smaller. Completely up to you. Okay, final move, then you get a little break. You're gonna shift back into a squat. Your booty is down and back, your chest is lifted, your knees and toes are forward. 2 steps to the right, stay as low as you can. 2 steps to the left. Perfect. So we're just gonna heat up those thighs here a little bit. Those quadriceps, nice big strong muscles. A little bit of those glutes. Relax your shoulders down. Quick check in, make sure you are breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, and meet me back in that little step touch, march in place, little dance break, whatever you need it to be. So you have 30 seconds to give your brain a rest, and then we're just gonna do those again. Easy peasy. Okay, 2 non-negotiables. Your core stays engaged, your shoulders stay down. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Cool, we can do that. Yes? Yes, Katie, I can't wait to go again. Meet me back in that march. Pull those knees up to your chest. 30 seconds. This is round 2 of 3. Again, shoulders stay on top of the hips, so we're not leaning back or anything funny. We're not hunching forward. Nice and tall. Good. If you're feeling really good here and you want to turn this into more of like a run or a jog or a high knee, go for it. This is your time. Good. Core stays in. We keep breathing. And we move into those jacks, stepping, jumping, doing something else that's moving, whatever you need. Let's go. I know you feel better already, right? I knew it. Good. Tap it if you need to. If you're tapping, well, really whatever you're doing here, do it with purpose. Try not to just go through the motions. Just add a little bit of energy behind everything you do here. Perfect. Okay, flamingos. We're gonna bounce on that left leg. Find it, find it. Pull that knee up. Good, and go ahead, shoot it back. So a little challenge here to keep your chest open. I like to take my hands behind my head for these. Good, and that helps me just keep everything in line. So from the side, we're up nice and tall. We shoot it back, do your best. I don't care how high you kick that leg. Just try to keep everything in line. So even if you're here, notice I still have that nice diagonal line. Perfect. Okay, face me, toes forward. Booty back, weight in your heels. Let's go 2 to the left. Step together, 2 to the right. You should be able to wiggle your toes here because your weight is shifted back so much. Good, watch your knees, keep them in line with your toes, kind of the middle of your foot. Perfect. Good, let's get a tiny bit lower. Fire up those glutes. Little steam coming off those quads, you're doing great. Teeny bit lower. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Take a walk around the room. You have 30 seconds to breathe, to stretch out whatever maybe you need to stretch out. And again, just try to keep those feet moving. We don't want to slam on the brakes. Okay, one more time, guys, and I'll take you through a nice little cool down, some stretches, so you can get on with your day. Again, stay here with me. If you just got an email notification, don't worry about it. It will still be there in 5 minutes, I promise. Ready for that march? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, slow it down if you need to, make it smaller if you need to. If you feel like you have a lot of excess energy to get out, make it a little bigger, maybe turn it into a little jog. Perfect, again, or something like that. If you're like, hey, too much too soon, just dial it back. Okay, take it into that jack, out and in. Drop those shoulders. Awareness in your core. So again, we're just feeling supported here. We're not squeezing so tight that we can't breathe, right? That feels terrible. We want to feel good. We want to feel strong and supported. Perfect. Good, try to keep your shoulders down here. Remember our non-negotiables. Okay, this time, gotta stay on your toes. A little tricky, we're gonna go half and half here. So let's float up that right leg, abs in, kick it back. Perfect. Good, we're just gonna do one more on this side, because to keep us even, we gotta switch. So left knee up, shoot it back. Good, are you breathing? Hang in there. Perfect. All right, squat walk, feet up, shoot the booty back. I might be freezing and I'm really sorry, but you keep moving. We love technology. We're all good. Tiny, tiny bit lower. Good, drop your shoulders. Belly button in, stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, right away, I want you to take it back to that leg swing from our warm-up. Right leg kicking forward and back, or left leg. I'll let you know when to switch sides. Toes straight up, toes straight down. Good. Deep breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your mouth. Good, go ahead, step on that foot. We're gonna switch sides, swing forward and back. Hold on to something for balance if you need to. But again, find a focal point, something right in front of you to focus on. Keep that core strong. Both of those things will dramatically help your balance. Stay here with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna move through some side lunges. So take your feet nice and wide. Shift your weight back to your heels. Now shifting all the way to your right side. Give me a big bend in that knee. Your hips are gonna go back. Good, and we're just gonna hold this here for a moment. Nice big stretch on the inside of that left leg. Good, keep all those toes down on your left foot. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, switch it left side. Knee tracking forward, hips shooting back. Your whole right foot is on the floor, pinky toe and everything. Good, feel that heart rate coming down as you breathe in and breathe out. Perfect, come on in. We're gonna take a nice high lunge. I want you to step your left leg back. So right leg stays forward, huge step back. Your heel should be popped up. From here, we're gonna shift our weight straight down, tucking our hips forward. So ultimate goal is like a 90-degree bend in both knees or just something close to it. So again, we're lengthening out those hip flexors because they get so tight. So tight it's not fair sometimes. Good, while you're here, I want you to take your left arm across your chest. Your right hand's gonna grab onto that left forearm. Good, so you got a nice shoulder bicep stretch here too. Perfect. Check in, breathe. Good, all of these stretches that we're gonna go through in the next like 2 minutes, these are all of like our really strong sitting muscles. So everything that gets really tight throughout the day while we're working. I want you to take that left arm, scoop it up and over like a candy cane to the other side of the room. You're still tucking those hips forward. Stay here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step in, we're gonna switch sides. So left leg stays, right leg shoots back. Keep your chest lifted, your back heel should be up. So if it's not, scoot that foot back a little farther. Now drop it down, scoop your pelvis forward. Say hello to those hip flexors on your right leg. Breathe, sink in. Keep the chest up, the shoulders down, and let's take that right arm across the chest. Perfect. Drop that shoulder. I'm sure there's like an ongoing tally somewhere of how often I say that, but it's so important and they find their way back up to our face. So just try to keep remembering it. Keep it down. Good, good. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna scoop that right arm up and over. Good, make sure this left knee doesn't cave in as you reach over. Try to keep it straight ahead. Good, stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that arm. Step it in for me. We're gonna open up your chest. Arms reach back behind you just as much as you can. Try to interlace the fingers or reach for opposite wrists. We're gonna pull those knuckles down to the low diagonal, scooping the hips forward. If you can't quite reach your hands here, if your chest or shoulders are super tight, I want you to just reach your arms back behind you, palms up, and feel that opening in the front of your chest. Good, are you breathing? Fantastic. Go ahead, drop your head over to the right. You can close your eyes if you want. Beautiful. And switch it over to the other side. Perfect. Come on back to the center. Join me. One more deep inhale. Reach those arms up high. And exhale, let it go. Whew. Before you log off, a couple quick reminders. If you logged in and you have like a user ID rather than your first or last name, do me a favor really quick, just throw your first and last name in the chat box. That'll help us with our tracking. And if you haven't done so, log on to Facebook, join the Fit-Natics Facebook page, and you'll see all of our super fun content and some really, really good just information, recipes, and fun stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to stick around and have an awesome day, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.